Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here, Contagious Collection, back with another one. Another recommendation video. Must play, must owns. And there's so many games I have on a PlayStation 2. I'm like, why not? Let's keep this going on as far as like recommendation or recommended games go. So I decided to do this time strictly all Capcom games. Me being a huge Capcom fanatic, I love Capcom. One of my favorite video game publishers, creators, whatever you call them, publishers, developers. Um, yeah, Capcom games, especially the older ones, hold a very special place for me, special place in my heart because I absolutely love it. Pretty much anything Capcom is, as long as it's good, of course. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink and snacks, and here we go. First, I'm gonna start off is with these two. Another video game series that pretty much died out, and I wish they bring. I believe these were the first two. I don't think there's any other two. And hands down, this is one of my favorite games on the console. And as far as I know, it was only for the PS2. Actually, it might have been on the Xbox or different platforms. But as far as I know, it's on the PS2. It could be on different platforms. But since it's a PS2 video, I'm recommending it on the PS2. And those two games are Maximo and Maximo Army. Army. What is this? Army. No, Maximo versus Army of Zin. Sorry about that. Brain fart. Um, yeah, Maximo Ghosts to Glory and Maximo Army of Maximo versus Army of Zin. Uh, these are basically the best I could describe these games, guys. Is like Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins for the PlayStation. They're just phenomenal games, really fun games, really well made, very fun, very challenging. But uh, I gotta say, I'm gonna highly recommend them, especially this one, which I believe this is the first one. This is one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 2, and that's saying a lot. Um, I don't know, just something about it. Love the cover art, the gameplay, just the way the game is designed. Super fun games, really good stuff. So there's about 34 games here that I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna make this rather fast, or as fast as possible. Let me fix that phone right there. It looked kind of crooked. Next one, I'm sure this has gotten a lot of updates. It's probably on different platforms, and I know for sure it is. Uh, the Legend of K, Legend of K, and I still play it on a PlayStation 2 every now and then. It's just so cool, man. You play as a main protagonist as this ninja samurai cat, and the cool thing is that you fight against like different type of animals. There's like rats and like just you battle against different type of animals. And then in the beginning when you start off, there's like this kind of master sensei type of character that's like showing you the ropes of stuff. And as you go along, you learn things, and then you get weapons, and it's just a really fun action platformer game. Highly recommend this one as well, Legend of K. Next two, this is a series as well. Another series that I would really want to come back. I don't think there's a part three. It should have been way more. I don't know what Capcom is thinking. They're like sleeping on this one, and that is Beautiful Joe. Instead of beautiful, it's beautiful. Beautiful Joe and Beautiful Joe 2. These are just, again, phenomenal games, guys. They're more like action, side scrolling platformers, kind of like beat 'em ups, but it's so much fun. Um, it does get challenging, and of course, I like a challenge in a video game. It's really fun stuff. If you guys like 2D action platformers, kind of like beat 'em up games, these are definitely for you. I believe there's another one which is Red Hot Rumble. I think it's on a PSP. As far as like home consoles go, I think that one, the Red Hot Rumble, is also on the GameCube, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Next one I'm going to show is this is like basically like 5 games. It's a part of the series. Another series that is pretty much out of the picture. I wish they bring like part 4 more, additions to this series, and that is the Onimusha series, guys. And I have talked about the first. Actually, these 4 I've probably showed these in a video before, but since this is a Capcom video, I'm definitely going to put these in there. Onimusha Warlords, Onimusha 2, Onimusha 3, Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, which this is more of the I would say uh like what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say rare, but uncommon out of all of these. And it's a really fun game, very fun game. Even though I got stuck on it, it's really good stuff. And also Onimusha Blade Warriors, which these are pretty much like survival horror games, and these were meant to be, believe it or not, as I've heard, that these were supposed to be Resident Evil games, but they switched it up, and I'm glad they did. It's more of like a survival horror, which plays like a Resident Evil game, even though you're using swords and all that stuff. Survival horror, it plays just like Resident Evil, really cool. Very fun stuff. You got the puzzles in there. You fight against like all these demons and monsters and boss battles. Really cool stuff. And Onimusha Blade Warriors, it's more of a I would say kind of like a Smash Brothers style of game where it's like an arena and you're like fighting against different characters. Really fun, very well made. So yeah, the Onimusha series. Next one I'm going to show is Chaos Legion. This is kind of like Devil May Cry. It has similarities to Devil May Cry, but there is more like, even though it's like a hack and slash beat 'em up style game, there is more tactics involved as well. You just can't go just slashing your weapons all the way around. And any hack and slash or beat 'em up games, you have to be more strategic. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Because if you just go, straight in and start swinging left and right, you're gonna end up dying. And it plays a little bit like Devil May Cry. Very fun game, really cool. Um, really like that game. The character is really awesome too. I really like the character on this in this game. Next one is some Mega Man games, and I'm going to show is Mega Man 7. Actually, this is Mega Man X7, Mega Man X8, and the Mega Man X Collection, which I believe on this one, the Mega Man X Collection, of course, yeah, these are action adventure games, platformers. Um, it's a classic side-scrolling Mega Man action, obviously. Experience action-packed Mega Man X through Mega Man X6. Okay, so there's Mega Man X through X6, which Mega Man X2 and X X2 and X3 were on the Super Nintendo as far as like physical copies go. 4, 5, and 6 were on the PS1, and 7 and 8 were on the PS2. And there's also so it's 7 games in one, and there is a Mega Man Battle and Chase Racing game, which I have the physical copy of it, and that was, I believe, only as far as I know, a Japanese release, which is basically like with Mega Man characters, it's a racing game, so like kind of Mario Kartish, but really fun stuff. So yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. There's like 7 games in one, and it's really cool, really fun stuff. Mega Man being one of my favorite series, and of course 7 and 8 as well. Uh, really fun games, action platformers. The Blue Bomber, man. I mean, what can I say? Blue also being one of my favorite colors, as you can see in the background. Even the ceiling, it's my room's blue. Bedroom slash game room. So really cool stuff. All right, next one I'm going to get into, guys, is Crimson Tears. Another kind of like another beat 'em up game. Really fun. Something of its own. Very different. Very fun. Uh, kind of like a 3D beat 'em up action platformer. Yeah, and that is Crimson Tears. I haven't played too much of it, only a little bit, maybe like a couple of stages, just to see what the game was about. But it's really fun. I would say it's a beat 'em up style game. Another one, which is a beat 'em up again. I love the story on this. Beatdown Fists of Vengeance. Um, really fun. Capcom style fighting, as it says in the back, at its most intense. Pummel your foes for information, revenge or submission, create a ruthless gang by choosing from up to 100 characters best suited for the job, disguise yourself to avoid those who want to hunt you down. There's multiple endings. Multiplayer includes versus and team battle modes. Bring your best team to battle. Equip assorted weapons to dispatch foes easily. And on the back, on the top, it says, "When your back is against the wall, it's time to lay some beat down." Very fun beat 'em up game. Really cool. Really like that cover art as well. Um, really fun stuff. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but again, there's a lot of games in here, over 30 games. Next three, of course, one of my favorites, which, see, this is an example. They didn't sleep on the series. Part 4 came out. There's also even a Devil May Cry, a different part, like a different series. There's a 4 and a 5, and there's a different one, which I have on the 360. I forgot the exact name. I think it's DMR or DMC, Devil May Cry. It's an initial DMC. Anyway, uh, Devil May Cry, the first one, Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening. And I believe there's another one that I have of this too. It's on the shelf, but it's like a different variant. So these games, guys, are really, really fun. Again, hack and slash beat 'em up games where you get to use a sword and you have guns. I remember playing part one for the first time. I was just like, wow, just mind blowing. It's so much fun. You get to hack and slash, and you have the guns and the graphics and everything. Still holds up till today, and it's super fun. If you guys are into, of course, beat 'em up, hack and slash style games, highly recommend again Devil May Cry series, part 1, 2, and 3. It just, I've said it before and I'll say it again, just, it's PS2 till this day, um, holds a massive library. So many different genres, so many different style of games, from RPGs, action platformers, running guns. There's what's it called? What else is there? Survival horror, first person shooters, everything. There's different type of genres for everybody. I mean, if you're into this or not that type of genre of type of games, style of games, there's definitely something for you. Next one, I remember I picked this up from the flea market. I believe probably like a couple years ago, maybe more. I paid like 10 or 13 bucks for this. I remember I was in the booth where I was about to walk out, and the game was just like sitting there, and that is God Hand. And I remember the guy had it written with 13 and a dollar sign on the back. I believe, yeah, it was like 10 or 13 bucks. And I walked out, I was like, "Whoa, dude, how much you asking for this game?" He's like, "Oh, the price is in the back." And I looked back, it was like $13. God knows how much it's worth now. Again, I don't care what the prices are, but uh, for the time, and now I believe it's up there on price, I got a killer deal on it, no question about it. And that is God Hand. Very different, as it says on the back, give danger a hand. Gut pounding action, defy the laws of physics. It's also Clover Studio, Capcom and Clover Studio collaborated on this one, but it is Capcom title still. It's kind of a bizarre, a little bit out there, but nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Still a very fun, a lot of combos, beat 'em up, just amazing, fantastic, really really fun. Kind of like an action beat 'em up. Next one, oh, this is also one of my favorites, which I wish they would make more games like this, kind of like ancient Rome styles. and hence the title Shadow of Rome. Kind of like a gladiator game where you go from coliseum to coliseum. You beat up enemies, your foes, and it says on the back over here, there is no mercy and justice. Welcome to the most brutal time in history. No time for remorse, no compassion in battle, no weakness in the enemy. Caesar has been executed and family honor has been shattered. Your greatest fight will be for the truth. Gladiator combat, character switching, chariot races, ancient Rome. Just a really fun game. I believe again, I'm gonna say again, yeah, this is another game that I got stuck on. I got really far on it actually, but it's so much fun. Different weapons, you fight against all these different style and different type of uh, characters, very gory, bloody, which I love in games. And of course, it is a mature title. So yeah, guys, another one, a really great game, Shadow of Rome. Another one, just classic after classic, man. Nothing but good stuff. Uh, Top games. I can't recommend these enough. And that is Okami. This game, I'm gonna say it off the bat, is really compared, which I've heard it from a lot of people. It's kind of compared to Legend of Zelda. I guess you can, but you actually fight and play as a dog in this one. And I know there's different games. I believe there's one on the DS as well, and it's very unique where there's parts that you have to like draw stuff and things like that. I remember I got this for a really cool price too. Again, another one which I just noticed is Capcom and Clover Studio, and that's just nothing but quality there. Another really awesome game, really fun game. I gotta get back into that one as well. Um, Another one, which the first two is on the original PS1, Clock Tower 3. I believe this is another series that needs to come out. As far as I know, I don't think there's a part 4 for it. And that is Clock Tower 3, guys. What an awesome game. A survival horror, amazing game, creepy as heck. I remember there was a part where like there's an enemy, like actually I believe it's like a boss or something, and he calls out the character's name. I forgot the character's name. This is like a long time ago where I played this, and he's just like constantly chasing you and just calling out your name. It's really creepy. Play this game with the lights off at dark. Oh man, it's super creepy. Very spooky. Very fun. Um, it's not your typical average kind of survival horror, but really fun stuff. In the beginning, I remember when I first started, I was like, "Oh man, what the heck's going on here? You don't have weapons or anything like that." I'm more of a person where like I like to have weapons and guns and stuff like that. But when it comes to like a fight mode, I don't want to give it away, but you actually get a weapon, kind of like it's in you. You have like these kind of like special powers or whatever it's called. But Clock Tower 3, another one, awesome game. I love that game as well. Uh, what can I say about this one? This is the head honcho of the bunch. Um, Not an easy game to find, and I'm gonna say this is very rare. Um, and that is Haunting Ground. I still can't believe it that I'm holding this game in my hand today. I remember I picked this up maybe about a couple years or maybe 3 years ago. It was off of a Craigslist deal, and this and many other great titles were in that deal. And I paid like 120 bucks for it, which this game alone is worth 120 alone. But I'm talking about over 30 games, controllers, PS2 console, memory cards, just a lot of bunch of stuff. And I remember I was texting a guy that was selling this or potentially trying to sell it, and he was telling me that uh, this game and I believe there was X Files and what was that other game? I forgot the name of it, but something Ghost. I forgot the name of it. It's not coming to mind right now. But yeah, he wanted to basically break the lot apart, and I told him no way. If I don't get these games and everything in the lot, the deal is off. I got dibs on it. Tell that guy that I'm taking this because he was like he was trying to get this game out of the lot and this and that. He was telling me that of course they were if you see that lot, you're going to be eyeing a game like this out because Now it's just bananas what the price is, and it's just going more and more up. Again, I don't care about the prices because I collect for games that I'm gonna enjoy and play them. But it's just crazy what like video game collecting is going now. And I'm almost near like 7 years collecting. It'll be 7 years, 2021 and around March. So I've put a lot of time, and I'm still gonna keep a lot of put a lot of time and passion. Of course, I'm really passionate about video games. I love this stuff. But yeah, guys, Haunting Ground. Again, on the back, I'm going to read this really quick. It says, true fear lies deep within your mind. Fear, panic, and terror. You're lost in an eerie castle. You're being chased. There is nowhere to run. Your only hope for survival lies in the place you'd least expect. Uncover the secret that brought you there before time runs out. 130 plus creepy rooms to explore, fully interactive environments, multiple endings, develop strong bond with canine ally for protection. Panic mode creates heightened tension and fear. So there's like as far as I remember, there's no like weapons or anything. So you're, as it says, the canine companion helps you out when you're like going into battle mode. And then if you go into like panic mode, when you get like too much tension or fear, I believe you end up dying. So you gotta watch out for that too. So it's really unique. It has a lot of different things in it, and it's not again your average or basic survival horror. But guys, if you find this for a good price, highly recommend it. Pick this up because it's only getting more expensive, and it's crazy what video game prices are going at now. Next one is I actually own two variants of this as well. This is the fifth anniversary edition, which includes actually Devil May Cry bonus demo disc, and it's in there. It's a Devil May Cry. There you go, right there, and that's the game of it. Devil May Resident Evil Code Veronica X. I really love this game. Of course, I've played it and beat it. This is where you start off in a jail cell, and all you have is a lighter in your hand. But you end up getting like weapons again, really fun puzzles, and all that good stuff. Uh, Amazing game. I love the Resident Evil series, of course. This one here, a phenomenal, really good first-person shooter. Kind of like I would say, like a survival horrorish because it has like this darkness to it, something about it, and that is Dark Watch. Really fun game. Again, really quickly, I'm going to read on the back just for you guys to get an idea. It says, for centuries, the Dark Watch has protected the world from evil. Now, as Jericho Cross, you must join this secret society to save humanity and yourself. Death fears those who wear the badge. Powerful weapons, each with unique secondary melee attacks. Two-player split-screen co-op. Fire at enemies from horseback or armored vehicles. Dynamic enemy and NPC. Hal, your decisions determine a path of good or evil. If you guys are into FPS games, first-person shooters, highly recommend this again. Very fun first-person shooter. Almost done, guys. Just a few more to go. Next one is Monster Hunter. Again, another beat 'em up kind of, but more tactic involved into it as well. Hunt or be hunted. The master hunt, the master monster hunter. Customize your character, included name, gender, hairstyle, face, voice, and more. Play online with up to four. I don't think you could play online unless if you get like people involved. Where there is, I believe I've heard there's a way to play games like probably locally, or I don't know. There is a way to do that. I've heard something like that, but obviously the online is no longer existing. But yeah, guys, Monster Hunter. This is another really fun one. Really good game. I got that for a really good deal too. Devil Kings. This is more like best way to describe this is Dynasty Warriors. If you guys are into combos and hack and slashes and different characters, this is your game definitely. Really fun. Again, experience the face of warfare. Six character. There you go. It says six characters, each with unique fighting styles. Loads of weapons, dual spears, swords, a shotgun, dual pistols, military axes, and more. Master combos to create unlimited chains. Elemental attribute that enhances the power of weapons. from the creators of Resident Evil and Devil May Cry. Well, obviously, yeah, it's a Capcom title. Yeah, Devil King's really fun game. Another, I would say, a very sought after fighter, 2D fighter, really fun stuff, and that is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I believe this was also included, or this was in a different lot. As far as I remember, I think I got this in the lot with Haunting, what was it called? Haunting Ground. I was gonna say Haunted Ground, but it's a Haunting Ground. Yeah, Marvel versus Capcom 2, guys. Again, I'm just truly blessed to have these titles, man, and getting them for just absolutely astonishing deals. Another really good one, which Marvel meets Capcom, and there's Marvel and Capcom characters, and a collision of the world's most powerful universe. Just amazing game, really fun game, and I love playing these with like those joysticks, arcade fight sticks, the pads. It just gives it more of a arcade feeling to it, which I love that stuff. Marvel versus Capcom 2. Next one, a really cool one as well, Capcom versus SNK2 Mark of the Millennium. And back then, you could actually, it says right here, win an arcade machine, where they probably had like some kind of a giveaway at the time. More fighters, more fighting styles, and more mayhem. Another just amazing. What another really cool. I mean, Capcom and SNK. I mean, come on. And Marvel versus Capcom, just amazing characters with really fun beat 'em, just action, fighting games. I love these type of games as well. Another one, Capcom Fighting Evolution. Again, just classic arcade fighting games. Legendary fighters from five Capcom arcade classics finally meet in one totally cool, totally old school game. This all new game lets you choose from characters spanning Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Alpha, Darkstalkers, and Red Earth. Never before released in the US. It just mixed up a lot of really cool characters, really fun uh, Street Fighter style games. Of course, but it's Fighting Evolution, Capcom. Another one, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. This one is filled up with Third Strike is in it, which is really awesome. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, Best of the Best, 15 years of Street Fighter supremacy. Just really fun stuff. Of course, one of my favorite characters being like Ryu and Ken. I always play with either or. I actually like Guile too. I like Chun Li, Akuma. But I'm more better with like Ryu or Ken. I just love those. Just that karate style. They're the karate gi they have on, and the same with like Akuma with the black belts. I know a lot of people don't like Dan, but I really like Dan as well because he just has that karate gi on, and it's really cool. I love that. Really fun stuff. Last two, definitely not least, guys. This video has gone long enough. That is Capcom Classics Collection 1 and Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2, which I prefer Part 2 more, even though there's a lot of great games on the Part 1. So Capcom Classic Collection, Triple C, baby, has Street Fighter 2, Ghosts and Goblins, Legendary Wings, Bionic Commando, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Section Z, plus 8 more games. 1942, Mercs, Commando, XX's, Gunsmoke, I love that game, Sun, Final Fight, and Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2, Triple C2, is, let me see, where are the games on this? Okay, there's 1941, Avengers, Black Tiger, I love that game, Block, Captain Commando, which I believe is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, really fun stuff. Echo Fighting, Knights of the Round, I love that game as well. The King of Dragons, that's a really good one. Last Duel, Mega Twins, Magic Sword, I love that one as well. Quiz and Dragons, Sidearms, I believe Sidearms is a side-scrolling shmup shooter. The Speed Rumbler, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Strider, that's a good one as well. Three Wonders, I love that. Tiger Road is really cool. Varth as well. So this one has 22 games, and this one has 20 games. So it's just jam packed with Capcom arcade classics, just classic classic games. Really fun stuff. So there it is, guys. All of that, and that stack there. Just amazing, amazing Capcom games. Uh, highly recommended. And that is 34 Capcom titles. As far as for the PS2 goes, I'm sure a lot of these might be ported to. It could be where there was different ports at the time, maybe on the Xbox or GameCube or whatever. But as far as I know, a lot of these were on the PS2. Again, I don't know. There might be ported, or it could be even like remakes on different consoles, newer generation consoles. But with that said, that is pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for taking time out of your day and watching my video. I really highly appreciate it. So this time I said I'm gonna go big because I've been getting a lot of really good feedback, and you guys telling me that you guys are really liking this series that I'm doing. Must play, must own games. So that is pretty much it. I'm actually gonna head out video game hunting again. That's why I'm kind of dressed up. My jacket is kind of nippy and a little chilly inside the house. But gonna head out. Thank you again for watching. Hope you guys are all safe out there. Have a fantastic day. Sammy's outie. Take care, guys. Until next time. See ya.
I'll be back.